stop staring at the screen, write, and send the email. Yes, you're building your email list, and that is a great thing to do for your business. However, just collecting emails is not enough. You need to actually email your list and do it pretty regularly and frequently. Otherwise, the people on that list tend to forget about you. And when they forget about you, they don't open, read, or click your emails. And if they do by chance open, click, or read your email, what happens is they forget who you are and why they joined your list in the first place. And you're basically starting from ground zero all over again. In today's video, I'm going to share with you top email marketing campaign ideas to help you stop staring at the screen, write the email, and send it. I'm going to help you prevent writer's block, nurture new subscribers, and help you to stay top of mind. I don't care what anybody says. Email is content. Email is a piece of content, and I treat it like a piece of content. So with that in mind, that is often how I come up with my email marketing campaign ideas. The email being the content itself, or it being a piece of pre-content driving traffic to another piece of content, and every now and then drives people to a promotional offer. By far, one of the most important, if not the most important, email marketing campaign that every marketer needs to have as part of their email marketing strategy is the welcome email series. Because let's face it, you've done all that work to collect the emails. Now you need to welcome them appropriately to keep them coming back and opening your emails. So let's use the email welcome series as a way to get your subscribers to know you and know you on a deeper level and really start building that relationship. So how do we help them get to know you? Well, that's a great question. The number one thing is to share something personal about you. Let your subscribers know who you are and what you're about outside of work. You can also tie in your work and share a little bit about why it is that you love what you do, for example. Speaking of that, you should also share your brand story. Why is it that you started doing what it is that you do? Share that story. That is one of my top Instagram stories this year, is when I shared how I got involved in content marketing. Along with your brand story, go ahead and share your best content. Let your content create that trust and authority and speak to you as an expert in your field. Speaking of being an expert, you can also go ahead and knock out those frequently asked questions in your welcome email series. Let people know where to find you on social media, what's your website, and any other frequently asked questions that you get not only from new subscribers, but anyone who's new to your company, product, or service. And lastly, use social proof as a way to allow your best clients, customers, group, and community members say things about you that you can't say about yourself. And trust me, those things are going to hold a lot more weight that they say than anything that you said about yourself anyway. We already talked a little bit about sending out your best content in the welcome email series. However, that's not the only time you're going to send out your best content. You're going to be sending that out throughout the entire year. And here's why. You're constantly adding new people to your list, as well as not everyone is opening every single email, and people have such short attention spans, they don't often remember. And even if they do, it's a great way to reinforce any messages that you have in your best content. So let's quickly review the types of content that you can send out. You can send out your best articles, your best blog posts, both on your own blog as well as any guest blog posts, any podcast episodes, any videos, any content that you create, and that does include your social media posts. You're invited. That's actually a bonus, just so you know, a top subject line, okay? You're invited. Those are magical words, especially when you say you're invited to an exclusive event. And that event can be either offline or online. So any webinars, anytime you're going to be at, say, a farmer's market, if you are in that type of business, any type of in-person training or speaking events. You can also share any content of when you attend other conferences and conventions Even if you're not hosting, you can share interviews or share that you saw someone that is familiar to your entire audience and that you had a conversation. Sharing that event also helps boost your expertise and credibility and authority because it can show that you are keeping up to date and you're constantly developing and investing in yourself in order to be able to better serve your target market. For this next one, if you've been following me on social media for any amount of time, you know that I am not a huge fan of product posts on social media because, well, they're just not that social. However, someone who's joined your email list for a very specific reason and to solve a very specific problem, at some point that problem that needs to be solved in your product are going to intersect. And that is when you should do a product spotlight. Talk about the benefits. Don't focus on the features. Also share case studies, white papers, and testimonials of that product solving problems. And the next email marketing campaign idea is the flash sale. Now, the flash sale is definitely not one that you want to overuse, and you want to sprinkle it in there and keep in mind things like Gary Vaynerchuk's concept of jab, jab, right hook, making sure that you provide ample value before you're asking for the sale. But you do have the right to ask for the sale, and you definitely have earned the right to be more promotional in your email. In fact, most people say that's the number one way they prefer to receive promotions is via email. So the flash sale, you're actually going to be emailing more during a smaller contracted period of time. So if it's a 1-day flash sale, you might email 3 times during that day. Flash sale is a great way to reach out to your clients and wake up your list and remind people of the value that you bring and offer something special, and usually at a pretty steep discount, and create that FOMO, and it gets people opening up your emails. This next email marketing campaign topic is probably my favorite, and that is the social proof success story or testimonial of your clients and customers. I love this not from an egotistical standpoint, but because it gives me the ability to highlight people winning. And that's what I love to do, is to help people win. So not only does it allow them to be able to say great things about me and how I've helped them, I love it because it gets me to highlight the fact that they're winning. And that is so, I don't know, it just really drives me in and warms my soul to be able to share to the world that this person did it. And if they did it, so can you. Along with social proof, I absolutely love to write emails that are newsjacking. You're probably wondering, what the heck is she talking about? What is newsjacking? Newsjacking is simply taking what everyone is already talking about and inserting your own personal and branded insight to it. And I love it because it makes you hyper relevant and you're joining the social conversation, which is one of the golden rules of social media marketing anyway. So let me give you a couple examples of newsjacking. Last winter, I did 2 different videos. One was a video going into and giving my insight on BirdBox, the movie, and what it teaches us about marketing. The other one was a video I did titled Why I Marie Kondoed My Instagram. Marie Kondo and her show were trending on Netflix, and everybody was talking about it, and they were Marie Kondoing their home and their space. So I actually was cleaning up my Instagram, and I'm like, wow, why don't I just make a video and call it Why I Marie Kondoed My Instagram? This next topic, I think, is one that is underutilized, and it's because a lot of marketers like to really go deep into old school marketing, which is you just write a bunch of emails and you just let everything run on autopilot. In today's world, I think that your email subscriber and just people in general, they want to feel seen and heard. And one of the ways that you can do that is by sharing behind the scenes, and they connect with that behind the scenes. So it's more relevant because you're speaking to something that is currently happening versus an email that you wrote 6 months ago doesn't really have the same feel as something that I know that you're going through right now. That brings me to my next point. Don't just share the good behind the scenes. Also share those kind of scary moments where things get a little crazy and you're wondering, how am I going to fix this? How am I going to continue. That's the stuff that people really love. I want you to think about your online marketing and your online content being your own reality show, right? And think about your reality show and how they, I hate to use this word, but dramatize, like, oh my God, will Snooki make it to work on time today because she's hungover? Those little moments and showing how you overcome them and how you got through them, that's what's going to make people really connect to you and help them see that if you can do it, they can do it too. Because remember, the customer is the ultimate hero of your brand story and not you. So you want them to be able to see things that they can relate and connect to and ultimately see themselves overcome. It's so important to think of your email marketing as a dialogue and not a monologue. So how you do that is you ask for feedback and you do it pretty consistently and regularly. It doesn't mean you ask for it every single email, but you want to be asking for feedback. So what types of feedback should you ask for? You want to ask for insight into products and services. You want to ask for feedback into just about anything that's going on in your business, and social media makes it really great and easy to do that. But you also want your email to be conversational as well, because the more people that are replying and emailing you back, the more services like Gmail and Yahoo say, oh, this person has a good reputation because people want to email them back. And that is great for your open rates. And the more that people open your rates, the more that they read them and the more that they click. So you want to also ask for feedback on how you can help people. And we're going to get into that with the next topic, which is the survey. I love to send out a survey every so often as I'm thinking of new ideas for new products and services, because it helps me figure out, is it even worth it for me to create this product? So many people fail online because they don't do this. They think a product or service would be awesome, but they don't have an audience that would be willing to pay for that. And it would have been so easy for them to figure that out by sending out a simple survey. So as a little bonus, I'm going to share something with you. My highest revenue generating email is in the form of asking for feedback. It's an open question. It's a very short email, and it's simply asking, what are you struggling with and how can I help you? And that generates more phone calls and appointments than anything else, and it allows me to be able to then put the quote together, and I close more of them than I don't. If you'd like to actually see that email, comment below. Boy, I'm full of bonuses today, because here's another bonus tip for you. The feedback or survey is a great way to re-engage people who are on your list and have not opened and read an email in some time, by asking them simply the question, are you still looking for help with? And then inside of the email, you can have a brief survey of no more than 3 or 4 questions. You can ask them what is it that they really need help with. And then you can send them on another email series that actually starts to give them your best content related to that subject that they said that they need help with the most. I think I learned this from Pat Flynn. As I was putting this list of email marketing campaign ideas and topics together, I had so many more that I did not include, and that's because I wanted to keep it very broad and focused on small business in general. However, I did think of several for other industries, such as e-commerce, for example. If you'd like to learn and hear some of those email marketing topic ideas that are industry specific, please comment below with what industry you'd like to hear those topics on, and I will put that video together. I read and listen to all of your feedback, and I try to give you what you ask for within reason, of course. Oh my God, I just thought of another email topic idea where you can send an email saying, hey, I made this video and I'm looking for feedback on this topic. Why don't you go watch the video and comment below with what you'd like to hear or anywhere else on social media? How cool would that be? Information plus application equals transformation. You're obviously looking for a transformation in your business, so let me help you with some ideas on how to apply what you've learned so far in this video. Why don't you go ahead and make a list and try to come up with 90 different email topics that you can write about, and either send out an email every day, 7 days a week for the next 90 days, or Monday through Friday for the next 90 days. And then come back to this video and comment and let me know what has happened in your business now that you're emailing your list more frequently. If you found value and enjoyed learning more about email marketing campaigns in this video, you'll definitely want to check out my blog post over on tamarahamilton.com. That blog post gives you the 5 indispensable components of an effective email marketing campaign. It has a beautiful infographic that I created myself. I have not created a video yet on that. So if you'd love for me to create a video on that topic, please head over to the blog on tamarahamilton.com, and the link will be below in the description box, and comment on that blog that you'd like to see me make a video. If we get enough people who want me to make that video, I will not only create the video, but I will add it to that blog post. Also, join my free community over on Facebook, where there's a free 5-day video challenge waiting for you. So many people have taken the challenge and they are no longer afraid to push that record button and record their video or go ahead and go live. Will also be below in the description box. Now that we've covered what you should write your emails about, I'm going to show you in the next video how to send out broadcast emails. Until then, check out these 2 videos over here, and don't forget to click that subscribe button, as well as turn on notifications by clicking the bell so that you don't miss that next video or any of my other videos that are upcoming.